Hey there. So I had a discussion yesterday with a fellow entrepreneur, and what we were discussing is if you are a horrible employee, can you be a successful entrepreneur? Or if you are a horrible employee, that means that you cannot be a successful entrepreneur. So um, she ended up posting it on her Facebook page, and there were all these people, false, false, that's wrong. No, that's not true. You can be a horrible employee and be a great entrepreneur and be a great business owner and have a great business. Yes, yes, yes. Here's some of the things that they said. So one, they said, well, maybe this person just didn't trust authority and they have a problem with authority, and so in their own business, they can be better. Or they said, well, because going to work for somebody is not their passion, and in their own business it's their passion, so they'll be better. Or they said, that's the reason why they're an entrepreneur anyway. And folks is like, yes, that part. Wait, what? Okay, let's start with a couple of things. I think we need to break down what I was talking about and advocating. Okay, number one is we're talking about a business or a good job or a good sales job. So number one, a business is something that works without you. Okay? That means you can be on the beach working and collecting money. That's a business. So if you are selling real estate, selling a product, if you are a barber, a hairstylist, that's not a business. A writer, something that you have to actually do the work is you've created a good job, but you haven't created a business. So let's be clear with that first. The second thing is that it's not so much, can you be an entrepreneur? Yeah, you can. But I say, can you be a successful entrepreneur that builds a 6-figure, 7-figure business? So who am I? My name is Richelle Shaw, and for many years I was the only female African American public utility owner in the nation. I built my first company from 300,000 to 36 million. I did over $100 million in 3 years. I lost it all after 9/11, but then I rebuilt back my $1 million business in about 5 months. Was I a great employee? No, I got about 90 good days. Okay, that 91st day though, I'm kind of veering off. I've only had one job in my life, one good job that had insurance and benefits, and then I bought the company. Okay? So I get that whole thing that, ooh, authority. I get that sometimes, and I used to say those things too. Okay? But in the end, I was a great employee. I was great while I was there because I was there soaking in everything that I could learn while I had to do this until I could veer off and do my own. Okay? So let's go back to not their passion. So, folks will tell you all day long, do what you love and the money will follow. That's a lie. What I love to do is lay on the beach and eat tacos. And I haven't found anybody to pay me for that yet. Yes? What I had to do, what I'm passionate about is making money though. Okay? What I'm passionate about is creating systems that work without me though. And after coaching 12,157 entrepreneurs to build their own $1 million business, here's what I know for sure. That it is not about the passion. And if you have a problem with authority, you're going to have a problem selling things. You're going to have a problem going to the bank and negotiating better terms for your lease. If you have a problem with authority, you're going to have a problem building a sustainable $1 million business that has constant cash flow. All of the things that you need when you are a great employee. So here's what else happens, right? Really getting a sustainable business that's consistently growing requires several things. And it's all the things that great employees normally have. Now, number one is discipline. I need you to be disciplined in order to get there. Number two is commitment. I need you to be committed to the process in order to get to the end, right? All of these things that make you an adult. I hear people, I ask them all the time, okay? How'd you get into this business? How did you become this? And they say, well, I worked for the company. I saw my boss was making a lot of money and I felt like I could do that and I deserve more. Okay? Or they say, you know what, I love to cook and I wanted to, people said you should start a business, and so I did, right? But it's it's not, well, I didn't like where I was, so I'm going to start my own. Now, those folks have a challenge, right? Because being an adult and building $1 million business have two things in common. One, they require commitment and dedication. And two, they require you to do things that you don't like. They require you to do things that you don't like. If you stop every time it's something you don't like, trust me, you're going to have those roller coasters, which is what's going on in most businesses. 80% of businesses fail within the first year. That's 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 fail within the first year. 9% of all businesses open are the only ones that ever reach the $1 million level. 3% of women-owned businesses ever reach the $1 million level, right? Everybody else is somewhere falling apart. So I'm just stating facts. And everybody wants to say that it's access to capital. And I'm here to say that it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's not your resources. It is your lack of resourcefulness. If, in fact, you cannot make money without money, when you get some money, you're going to get up too. You're going to buy things that don't matter. You're going to buy things that make you feel better. You're going to buy things like business cards and websites and all of these things that really don't matter in the beginning. In the beginning, you need to sell a customer, and you need to figure out what your message is so that you sell the correct customer. And then you need to get them to stay, pay, and refer you. All things that are in the basis of my book, The $1 Million Equation, because I am author of The $1 Million Equation, of Jackpot, How to Build a $1 Million Business in Las Vegas Without the Casinos. I am also the Money Honey, and I do all the financial segments on our local Fox 5 here in Las Vegas. And I've been a business owner my entire life, an entrepreneur my entire life. And I've been training and coaching for the last 15 years. And I'm just telling you facts. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you facts. So why does everybody say it's false? Why does everybody say it's false? And I'm going to give you why I think. It's because you still want to believe in Disneyland. You want to believe in the dream. We want to believe every time we go buy a lottery ticket that we're going to win. We want to believe that first boyfriend is going to be your husband. You want to believe these things, that you know what, I can be crappy in this area, but I can be great over here in this area. And unfortunately, that's not what happens. Greatness starts from your mindset. And it starts in the beginning. It doesn't matter what's in my bank account. It doesn't matter what other people say about me. It doesn't matter that I was young. I was 27 when I built my $1 million business. I was a woman. I was African American. I was in a tech industry where there were no women in the room. And I'm a little Zoftic too. I look different than everybody else in the room. So why was I successful? It's because I had a commitment and a dedication to excellence and to doing the right thing. You can say whatever you say about me, but you add rich to it. You can say whatever you say about me, but as long as you pay me my money, because I knew that I was going a whole different direction. I can do anything. So it was my ex who actually enlightened me on this. So we were talking about, because I used to believe in this whole passion thing, right? So I was telling him, oh my gosh, let's find you a great gig that you love, and so you can always be excited to go to work. And he said, let me tell you something. I can do anything for 8 hours a day because I understand how to spend my other 16 hours that I'm not there. And the light bulb went off. Light bulb went off. And that's when things change. When you can change your mindset too. It's not I have to be here for 2 years. You know, I also teach entrepreneurs how to build their own $1 million business, right? And so I talk to them about staying at the gig so that you have consistent income coming in, because you don't need to worry about that in the business, right? And they go, oh, Shell, I can't do that. I said, well, the reason why the gig is so unbearable is because you see that as you have to stay there forever. But if you know that you only have to stay there for 2 years, and by that time we will have it so that you never have to worry about your money again, then you going to work is not a problem. Because you show up on, looking at the crazy people there going, hey, I only got 400 more days. 132 more days that I have to do this. You see? Because it's all to the plan. Stop being impatient. Stop being impatient about the microwave ain't fast enough now. Stop that. Because your path to success and ultimate greatness and never having to worry about money again. So financial freedom comes from discipline and commitment. Period. All the things that make you a great employee, which leads to you being a great entrepreneur. Are there anomalies? Are there onesie twosies that, yeah, they make it? But damn, why don't you want to be like the 98%? You know what I mean? Why don't you want to do the average thing and do the right thing instead of giving up? Right? Why don't you want to follow the process so that it all works out? So that you're not stressed out, so that you can truly build this future. And what is 2 years in your life? What is that? Especially when you got 24 hours. Then you spend the other 16 hours doing your passion. You got to figure out how to work that together. But that's my 2 cents. Again, I'm Richelle Shaw, author of The $1 Million Equation and of Jackpot, the easiest, fastest way to grow your $1 million business. All right. I'll see you. Bye. Hey, get dedicated and committed. All right. Peace.